Good morning, students. I welcome you all for the online session of Business Studies classes. Myself, Padmaja Reddy. Today, we will be going to start our second chapter, that is Principles of Management. In this chapter, we will be going to learn what the way principles are laid down and what is the importance of principle that helps to achieve the managerial goals. Let us start our chapter with the meaning of management, as we already learned the meaning. Management means an art of getting the things to be done by someone else. In every place, management is required. Now, the principles of management. Principles of management means the standard which are laid down or which are put so that we can achieve the objective easily and systematically. So, let us start our chapter with the introduction. Principles of management are broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior of managers. So, principles of management are broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior of managers. Second thing, principles of management are broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior of managers. Second, the principles of set general practical guidelines to the manager for making decisions, taking action, and solving various problems systematically. They are not rules but only a guide to action. Principles are applicable to different kinds of organizations such as business, hospital, clubs, and educational institutions. In these points, it has been explained that first of all, as I said, there are the broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior of managers. Second thing, the principles serve as general practical guidelines to the manager for making decisions, taking action. And there are not the rules but only a general guidelines which help us to achieve the goal. They are applicable to different kinds of organization. As we already learned, management are needed and business as well as non-business organization. Let us start with the new second topic, nature of principles of management. First nature is universal applicability. The principles of management are intended to apply to all types of organizations, business as well as non-business, small as well large, public sector as well as private sector, manufacturing as well as service sectors. However, the extent of their applicability would vary with the nature of the organization, business activity, scale of operations, etc. Third, for example, for greater productivity, work should be divided into small tasks and each employee should be trained to perform his or specialized job. And the fourth, the principle is applicable to a government office where work is divided among officers, clerk, peon, etc. and also applicable to a limited company where there are separate departments for different functions. So the thing is that universal applicability says that principle of management is applicable in the whole universe, in the whole world, instead of the country differences, instead of the state differences, instead of the business differences. It is applicable at every places, at every corner. The second principle of nature is general guidelines. The principles are guidelines to action but do not provide ready-made straitjacket solutions to all managerial problems. Second, this is so because real business situations are very complex and dynamic and are a result of many factors. However, the importance of principles cannot be underestimated because even a small guidelines help to solve a given problem. For example, in dealing with a situation of conflict between two departments, a manager may emphasize the primacy of the overall goals of the organization. So the thing is, second nature is, it is general guidelines for every type of nature of business, formed by practice and experimentation. The third nature of principle of management is practice and experimentation. The principles of management are formed by experience and collective wisdom of managers as well as experimentation. Second, for example, it is a matter of common experience that discipline is indispensable for accomplishing any purpose. This principle finds mention in management theory. On the other hand, in order to remedy the problem of fatigue of workers in the factory, an experiment may be conducted to see the effect of improvement of physical conditions to reduce the stress. So the thing is that it is the third nature of principle of management. It is practice and experimentation. This principle of management are formed by experience. It means regular effort of the managers will provide the manager to achieve the goal. So there we can see there is repeated experiment over the number of human beings. It is a matter of common experience that discipline is indispensable. It states that discipline all over we will be following in the same way. So it is indispensable for accomplishing any purpose. The next feature of the next nature of management is flexible. The principles of management are not rigid prescriptions which have to be followed absolutely. They are flexible and can be modified by the manager when the situation so demands. They give the manager enough discretion to do so. For example, the degree of concentration of authority, centralization or a dispersal will depend upon the situation and circumstances of each enterprise. So it shows that it is flexible, it can be applicable at every place. Moreover, individual principles are like different tools serving different purposes. The manager has to decide which tool to use under what circumstances. Fifth nature of management is mainly behavior. Management principles aim at influencing behavior of human beings. Therefore, principles of management are mainly behavior in nature. It means it applied only on human beings. So, manager apply all the principles on the behavior of the human beings. It is not that these principles do not pertain to things and phenomena at all. It is just a matter of emphasis. Moreover, principles enable a better understanding of the relationship between human and material resources in accomplishing organizational purposes. For example, while planning the layout of a factory, orderliness would require that workflows are matched by flow of materials and movement of men. The sixth nature of principle of management is cause and effect relationship. The principles of management are intended to establish relationship between cause and effect so that they can be used in similar situations in a large number of cases. As such, they tell us if a particular principle was applied in a particular situation, what would be its likely effect. The principles of management are less than perfect since they mainly apply to human behavior. In real life, situations are not identical, so accurate cause and effect relationship may be difficult to establish. However, principles of management assist manager in establishing this relationship, so to some extent are therefore useful. So it states that though there are many causes and many effects, but it helps the manager to adjust with the changes. The contingent, the next nature of principle of management. The application of principles of management is contingent or dependent upon the prevailing situation at a particular point of time. The application of principles has to be changed as per requirements. For example, employees deserve fair and just remuneration, but what is just and fair is determined by multiple factors. They include contribution, of the employee, paying capacity of the employer, and also prevailing The application of principles of management is contingent or dependent upon the prevailing situation at a particular point of time. For example, employees deserve fair and just remuneration, but what is just and fair is determined by multiple factors. They include contribution of the employee, paying capacity of the employer, and also prevailing wage rate for the occupation under consideration. The next topic is significance of principles of management. Significance means importance or principle of management. So let us see what is importance. The very first is providing managers with useful insight into reality. The principles of management provide the managers with useful insights into real world situations. Adherence to these principles will add to their knowledge, ability, and understanding of managerial situations and circumstances. It will also enable managers to learn from past mistakes and conserve time by solving recurring problems quickly, as such management principles increase managerial efficiency. For example, a manager can leave routine decisions to his subordinates and deal with exceptional situations which require expertise by following decentralization. So what managers are thinking, it can be brought into reality with the help of principles of management. Optimum utilization, resources, and effective administration. The second importance is resources, both human and material available with the company are limited. They have to be put to optimum use. Principles equip the managers to foresee the cause and effect relationships of their decisions and actions. As such, the wastages associated with a trial and error approach can be overcome. Effective administration necessitates impersonalization of managerial conduct so that managerial power is used with due discretion. Principles of management limit the boundary of managerial discretion so that their decisions may be free from personal prejudice and biases. So the thing is that principle of management, when it is applied, it makes proper utilization of resources. The third importance is scientific decision. Decisions must be based on facts, thoughtful and justifiable in terms of their intended purposes. They must be timely, realistic and subject to measurement and evaluation, as they differ from person to person and situation to situation. Management principles help in thoughtful decision making. They emphasize logic rather than blind faith. Management decisions taken on the basis of principles are free from bias and prejudice. They are based on the objective assessment of the situation. The fourth importance of management is meeting changing environment requirements. Although the principles are in the nature of general guidelines, but they are modified and as such help managers to meet changing requirement of the environment. You have already studied that management principles are flexible to adapt to dynamic business environment. For example, management principles emphasize division of work and specialization. In modern times, this principle has been extended to the entire business, whereby companies are specializing in their core competency and diversifying non-core businesses. In this context, one may cite the decision of Hindustan Lever Limited in diversifying non-core businesses of chemicals and seeds. Some companies are outsourcing their non-core activities like share transfer management and advertising to outside the agencies. So in this way, it can say Hindustan Lever Limited with their own business of goods production, they are starting different businesses also, non-core activities, that is share transfer. And the fifth importance is fulfilling social responsibility, which is very important. The increased awareness of the public forces businesses and especially limited companies to fulfill their social responsibilities. Management theory and management principles have also evolved in response to these demands. Moreover, the interpretation of the principles also assumes newer and contemporary meanings with the changing time. So if one were to talk of equity today, it does not apply to wages alone, but value to the customer, care for the environment, dealings with business associates would all come under the purview of this principle. As an application of this principle, we find that public sector undertakings have developed entire townships, as for example, Bhel has developed Ranipur in Hardwar, Uttaranchal. So that is very importance of social response. Importance of principal management is that it also fulfills the duties and obligation towards the society in which the business is existing, and the way it is fulfilling the social responsibility differ from organization to organization, from person to person. Anyhow, they tried. An example is given before you. The next importance of management is management training, education, and research. Principles of management are at the core of management theory, as such, these are used as a basis for management training, education, and research. You must be aware that entrance to Management Institute is preceded by Management Aptitude Test. These principles provide basic groundwork for the development of management as a discipline. Professional courses such as MBA, MBBA also teach these principles as part of their curriculum at the beginner's level. Thank you, and today's class gets over.